We're living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
Hey, I'm FTFE, welcome back to the channel that does to stupidity what She-Hulk did to Titanium. Spoiler alert, I guess. We're at episode 6, you should have seen episode 1 by now. Flat Earth debate time. I hope you enjoyed that, whatever that was that I just had with Bro Sanchez. But now back to normality, as much as there is, I guess, as we have S.O.M back to have a debate with us, and he has been doing research and apparently has new evidence for us to go over. So S.O.M, hello, welcome back to the channel, how are you?
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, world?
How you doing?
How is it?
For people that haven't met you before, do you just want to take a minute and introduce yourself?
Okay, as the name suggests itself, from S.O.M. That's my public name, that's my music name. How are you, world? Let's do this.
Okay, so just briefly, just tell us quickly, why do you think the Earth is flat? What's your main reason for thinking that?
I think it's my belief as a Christian, though I'm not going to go into religion while I battle this out. And it's observable. I've seen around, I've lived around, it's nature. The world just tells you that it's flat. And as opposed to it being a spherical object. So yeah, it's my belief, it's what I see around. Yeah, that's why I believe the Earth is flat.
Okay.
And they should always be.
Do you just want to go into it then? You've sent me some videos. You just want me to play the videos, or?
No, there's a PDF. Then it will run us through the videos and everything.
Where's the PDF you sent me? Okay. Let me just download that, one sec. Come on. Sorry, it's just having problems downloading this app. I apologise. Where is it? Sorry, one sec. My computer's being funny, won't let me open it. Can you just open, please? Are you able to play it from your side? Because for some reason my PC will not let me download it.
Okay, I can play it, but I won't be able to view it. Because my streaming setup does not allow me to...
Here we go.
Do a screenshot on my desktop.
Alright, sorry, I've got it, 2 secs. It was my antivirus going, are you sure? It could be dangerous. I've sorted it. Right. 176. Okay, right, it's ready. You want to talk us through it? S.O.M, you there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's ready. You want to talk us through it?
Okay, so my resolution is low. Let me see if I can change my resolution. I'm unable to see the text clear. Okay, so before I delve into the core of my battle in this debate, I'd like to say Globe 8 is demonic. The reason for this is to hide God's face. So I am a faithful man. I'm a Christian. So the whole thing is the devil is satanic, occultic, orchestrated, sugar. But let's put religion and beliefs based on deity aside for now, or to base this argument upon. Yet, we'll go with scientific empirical evidence, natural phenomenon, reality, logic, factual, concurrent evidence, consistency, and rational thinking. That's absolute rational thinking. You can scroll down for me. So yeah, basically we look at three things: the shape, rotation, and gravity. My presentation, you can scroll down to the second page. So the shape. So basically we've got two distinct shapes. So we've got organic. These are a shape often curvilinear in appearance that are similar to those found in nature. So you keep scrolling. You're blocking my view now. We're at page 2.
Page 2, this one.
Yep. That's page 3.
It says page 2.
Yeah, you can go to page 2. There are pages on the right. Header on the right side of it is page. Yeah, thank you very much. So we've got there are two shapes. So we've got organic shapes, often curvilinear in appearance, that are similar to those found in nature, such as plants, animals, and rocks. Those are organic shapes. Then we made up geometric shape. These are man-made shapes. Okay, so any shapes and based on math principles such as square, circle, and triangle. So examples of organic shapes are the shape of a leaf, a cloud, a seashell, a rain puddle, an animal, and flowers. So those are contrary to man-made, specifics of geometry. Those shapes are not organic. So safe to say, we can say they're not natural shapes. So I'd like you to play the video, organic versus inorganic shapes. So we're going to take this through to the basics. Then we can argue, we can rebuttal. We'll see how
Where's the
night
video
falls.
for that?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Where's the video for that?
You can download the video too. I sent it.
Oh.
So just download all the videos so that we don't delay the word of enlightenment.
Enlightenment, certainly.
Yeah, before somebody dies without
Was it the first one that you sent me?
There are a couple of videos. It's named. Oh, you're not getting names of the videos?
No, don't seem to be.
Ah, okay. The organic versus inorganic shapes. Okay, let me resend them. Okay, so you can just kind of delete everything I sent. And I don't know how fast you're gonna be in downloading these videos, so I'll send them one at a time. So the organic one is coming through.
Okay, just waiting for that.
Yeah. So I've named it organic.
No video yet, just the name.
Yeah, should be in now. Okay, so we look at the difference between organic versus inorganic shapes. This is basic science, but we're going to run through so that we get a better understanding of what I'm trying to
Still no
battle
video.
out here. Still no video in your Facebook inbox.
No.
Maybe you can send me a link to your drive.
um, just want to try sending that video again on Facebook.
Yeah. Maybe still loading, but yeah, it's playing on my side. Yeah, it's there.
Doesn't seem to be coming through as a video. One sec, I'll give you my G Drive address.
Okay.
Well, could you just upload it? Have you got a Google Drive and I could just download it from that?
Cool. Doing that in a sec.
Yeah. Sorry guys, tech, you know.
You sent a link over, yeah, FB, right?
Yeah, just upload to your own Google Drive and then send me the link to it.
Ah, cool.
Sorry guys, just waiting for videos to come through for S.O.M's evidence. Just want to say hello to everyone in the chat. I see you, Prof. Phil Bell. Clive Wells, Glober Mum, NA. Thank you everyone for being here as always.
It's going to take a jiffy.
Okay, that's no worries.
You've been indoctrinated for years, so I think this will take a while. And the period that we've been indoctrinated in education.
Because that's exactly what education is.
Yeah, everybody's been like 40 years in indoctrination. You know? It's just going to take less than 40 minutes. So they can wait. Just to wait for enlightenment. Okay, so dropped in my drive. Just about to share the link.
Yep, just getting that now.
All thanks to the glory of technology.
Yes, that which is made thanks to science.
That's being misused in blackmail, in brainwash.
In brainwashing, really?
Yeah, it's a sad part.
Burns when I pee. I don't know. I don't know how I don't, honestly. Glover Mum says, can we turn the Flerf on and off?
Okay. I don't got a reason to believe that the eighth is round.
Yeah, belief. Just we all need belief, don't we? Has that come in? Got that?
Round is for inorganic shapes. Man-made things are so unreal.
Yeah, man-made things are unreal. That's You got that link then? So I can bring that up?
Make a theme song. Yeah, just three more files down. It's loading a bit slow.
Okay.
Yeah, then I'm gonna share.
Indie Tiger Cypher Review says he just had his brain washed and waxed. Best way to get a reset. Yeah, Fog Repair Shipakashi, I'm wondering the same question, bud, honestly. So if you haven't voted in the poll yet, guys, make sure you go and vote in the poll. A very important poll. There is only one correct answer.
So I got like 4 citation of videos, so it take a while. But they're not above 20 megabytes. So I don't know who's hacking me now, because it's taking slow.
It's definitely NASA.
Yeah.
NA, I know it says you're a new member, but you're not. It only says that when you're putting through a super chat for some reason. Sorry about the wait, guys. Want to get his evidence to go over.
damn, why is this taking slow? I'm like on 5G when NASA already had a 5G when we had a 2G.
Oh, everyone
It's
in my
like
chat
nothing
says they're
new under
currently
the
hacking
sun.
you, so...
Yeah, but it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It takes a while to hack a black man, you know. We kind of go incognito a lot.
Oh.
Like, that's why they made the way that
So
incognito.
is a hexagon an organic shape?
Hexagon. No, it's an inorganic shape.
Oh, funny. It appears in nature quite a lot, actually.
Kind of triangles, leaves, you know, kind of triangles, circles, you know,
So triangles
pentagons.
don't appear in nature. Interesting.
Yeah. Washington, D.C. is kind of inorganic. Oh, I thought it's a shape, so pardon.
All right. How are you going? How much longer?
We're like one more clip to go. It's like
Getting there, guys.
60%.
Yeah, Glenn, I wonder the same thing, buddy.
Yeah.
It's a good hypothesis, Professor Philwell. Definitely a good hypothesis.
'91. Okay.
Nearly there, guys.
Down to one more page.
Is he on dial-up here? It's internet's being run by hamsters.
Surprising enough, I just threw like the videos randomly. The organic one is the last video.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to learning about organic versus inorganic shapes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, here we go.
Now.
Yep. Let's give us that link. Technology. Ready?
Yeah, almost. Just a sec.
Yeah, I know, Adam. I'm waiting as well. I'm sorry. Give him a moment. He has to swap discs. Oh God, do you remember those days? Is it done?
Oh, it's coming up. Let me just create a folder for this.
Should have sent me all this beforehand. Pardon me.
Initial, okay. We're going to talk about initial.
Cretin Bull $5 says this is going to be the first time a Flerfs ever presented evidence, so it'll be worth the wait. Don't let us down, S.O.M.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as S.O.M gives me the link.
In about 6 seconds.
6 seconds. Do 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 do.
Boom!
Hey, there we go.
They just bombed the flat
The Jeopardy theme tune worked.
There's like a code.
Organic versus inorganic. Let's download that one.
For bombing the flat earth community. They just arrived. Do this quick. We need some enlightenment. Come on, man.
And here we go.
Anybody can die without enlightenment. Like over 4,000 people dead right now.
What are you babbling about? Okay, organic versus inorganic shapes. Let's play that.
Hi everybody, here's a quick recap of today's lesson. Our inorganic versus organic shapes. Our inorganic shapes are any geometric shapes. So a circle, a square, a triangle, and even my smiley face, those are our inorganic shapes. Those are geometric shapes. They are symmetrical. That means they are the same on both sides. So that means those shapes were inorganic. Our organic shapes, on the other hand, are any free-form or irregular shapes, or things you might find in nature, like my leaf here. My leaf is not the same on both sides, and it's lumpy and bumpy. Same thing goes with my flower. Not the same on both sides, lumpy, little bumpy, and yes, even my friendly alien, he is also an organic shape
because he is not symmetrical and he is lumpy and bumpy. Now, I do remember throwing you one that's a little confusing today. My heart shape, if you wanted to know what that was, that is an inorganic shape because it has two straight sides that are connected by a curvy top. And yes, if you divided it straight down the middle, it would be symmetrical. So that is, right here, inorganic. What are you doing for homework? All right, you're going to go to your Google Classroom. You're going to watch two videos. You're going to go to your virtual art studio.
Okay, do we need to watch all of this, or was that enough?
Well, that was enough. So we just had an overview of what inorganic shapes and what not inorganic shapes. So let me close. Okay, we can bring back the slide.
Yeah, bring the PDF back. 1 sec.
Bring the PDF back.
Oh, I can't wait to learn how this shows
PDF
that
back.
the Earth is flat.
We're getting there.
We're getting there, are we? Okay,
Oh,
right. So
yeah.
that was the organic versus inorganic shapes video.
Zoom in. Okay, so now that we have a clear understanding of what organic and inorganic shapes are, what's happening to my resolution? I'm not seeing the text. Okay.
You okay there?
Yeah, I'm unable to see the text clear. Maybe you can zoom it a little bit again.
1 sec.
Okay, since I have the PDF, let me just, okay.
There you go. Is that better?
Okay, so, yeah, much better. It's page 2, okay. So, yeah. So, is a star a geometric or organic shape? So, stars, besides geometric shapes, stars can also be considered symbols, as they are often used in religious depictions and have a variety of connotations. But we're not going to get into religion or the views or beliefs and everything. So, scratch that one out. Let's look at, is a circle a geometric shape? Craig, you answer that.
Is a circle a geometric shape?
Or is it an organic shape?
Oh, it doesn't say that there. It says geometric.
So it's a geometric shape.
Circles appear in nature, that's for sure.
So these things are textbook stuff, not depictions of reality and natural as we should know it. Okay. In reality, you might see a circle, but it's not a perfect fine circle. Circle is a geometric. They do not fall into the organic category. So what is sweeter than money? Indoctrination. Is a circle flat? Answer must be yes. If you say no, then you don't support modern day science. Because that's the part where we switch to 2D shapes. So 2D shapes have only 2 dimensions and they're flat. E.g. square, rectangle, triangle, circle, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, decagon, pentagon, or a logaron, rhombus, kite, yeah, etc., etc. So why is a circle 2D? A circle may appear to have no sides, but it actually has one curved side. And the ends meet to create a closed 2D shape. Circles only exist in one plane. Definition of a plane is a flat surface on which a straight line joins 2 points. and have no depth. So while it is a 2D shape, it is not a polygon as it doesn't have 3 or more sides. Basic science. Two-dimensional, having or appearing to have length and breadth, but no depth. You mark that word, no depth. So circles don't have depth, but the eighth has the depth. In the globe, workaround. So if you see the image, we've got an image there. Scott Highlands cloud formations don't look curved. So let's look at that image.
Right, okay, that's this one. One sec. Okay, so this image of the Scottish Highlands.
Absolutely. So the clouds are taken at a very far distance. This is a real image though, taken by a professional photographer. No fine-tuned lenses whatsoever. You can look that up, but from that distance, from that perspective, the clouds do not look curved. It's more than 2,000 miles. So I think.
Sorry, did you say that's more than 2,000 miles?
200 meters.
Well, yeah, that's definitely more than 200 meters. Oh my.
Yeah.
Ooh.
More than 50 miles. So.
Uh-huh.
From one end to the other.
Uh-huh.
But no curvature. But we've seen these images a lot.
That's for sure.
Yeah, we can move along. We've seen similar images a lot. So we can also see the other image. Trees are phototropic. I'm sure we all know what phototropic means. It means they follow the direction of the sun. So there's no way a tree can grow straight if the eighth was rotating around the sun.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
At
hey, Sol, have you ever watched the leaves of a tree follow the sun throughout the day?
Absolutely.
Uh-huh. Funny that, isn't it?
And if they do that, they should not. The sun does not move in the globe mind, but what we say in the flat mind, the sun. If the sun moves, then the tree follows the sun. How should it grow straight? It has to go like where the sun sets, where the sun rises, just like that. So it should be.
But the sun does rise and set in reality, and trees still grow straight.
Now,
anyway, I'm going to let you get through your evidence because this is all fantastic stuff. Right,
These are very tall, by the way.
Uh-huh.
So
Trees are tall.
The
yes,
globe was spinning.
That's absolutely correct. So far we've learned that circles are 2D and trees are tall. Right? Okay, next.
Yeah, circles are textbook stuff. They do not happen in reality.
Circles don't happen in reality. Really?
We may have perfect lines, but we do not have. Okay, give me an example of anything which is a perfect.
The propagation of electromagnetic waves is in a perfect circle.
A natural thing. Even our eyes are not that round.
Yeah.
So you don't get circles in real real life in nature.
Apart from you know, with like the propagation of electromagnetic waves, of course.
Yeah. So the shape of the eighth is not spherical. It is very deformed.
Just going to ignore what I've said. That's fine. Okay. No worries. Anyway, carry on with your presentation.
Cool. You can zoom it up a bit.
You want me to zoom in again?
Yeah. That purple line. We go to the next page.
Okay. There we go.
Page 4. Earth does not rotate. The citation. We all know this. The Red Bull Stratos. It's on Wikipedia. You can copy that URL out and study. You can go through this case study on your own. This has been debated 1,000 times. but we're going to do it my way. And it's going to be finger licking good. So Australian skydiver Felix Baumgartner took 90 minutes. You write that down. 90 minutes. You got a pen, you got a smartphone, write it down. He took 90 minutes to reach the target altitude, approximately 39 kilometers. You can convert 39 kilometers to whatever distance. Let's write that down. I'm converting this to 24 miles. 39 kilometers equals 24 miles. I don't know about that, but science says so. So it's 24 miles in a flight balloon. And he jumped in a pressure suit, leaving the capsule. This dude left the capsule. Was the Earth beneath him rotated at 1,040 miles per hour. He landed just 23 miles from the spot he took off, which would then mean that he should have landed thousands of miles away from where he took off. Reason being, we're going to look at the first Newton law, or the first law of Newton, or Newton's first law, inertia. You can click that video and let's just see, based on science, not based on flat earth science, but based on the globe earth science.
Hey,
How does inertia
have you ever
work?
heard of conservation of momentum? Just out of interest, have you ever heard of that?
We can watch the video.
I know, I was just wondering, have you ever heard of the conservation of momentum?
No Man's an Island, I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of the conservation of momentum?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's cool. Good to know. Anyway, here's the video.
I think I've heard about, I think I've read about that. It was in my mind, but
I don't think you
the
have.
duration is out of my mind now. So, yeah. So this is how inertia works in reality. So you take the vehicle to
Oh,
be
look,
the
the
eighth.
video debunking your point. Right, I see.
Just pause the video from here. Okay, so let's just imagine that the pickup, or is it a van? Yeah, the pickup truck is the eighth. Okay, and the ball that is being tossed high is the capsule. So what does the law of inertia states? Let's just see how it works here, so you can play the video. Just imagine in your mind that the pickup is the air and the ball is the capsule. So we're not there yet.
So what you're saying is that he
size
should
of
have
the
landed
ball,
roughly where he went, which he did. Amazing.
yes, but if you imagine the size of the earth and the size of the ball, that's not the actual the size of the capsule. But the ball, as the video plays on, the size of the ball will change, and it will not follow. It won't follow. It won't. What word am I trying to use? It won't be in motion with the earth. In this case, the van. So let's just see as the capsule size, or the size of the ball reduces.
More surface area, more wind resistance. Yeah, that's the thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You get, yeah.
So your point?
This is science. This is textbook science.
Well, it's physics.
So let's just go on with the video. Physics falls under science, if I'm not mistaken. Look at the size of the ball. It's falling out of the truck now.
Look at that. He
Just
catches
wait.
it nicely.
See, now he's catching it from the rear. Before he was catching the ball from the front.
So the faster the truck goes, the more air resistance there is. Yes.
Yeah, but the smaller the object, you see that? It's down.
Yeah, he went faster.
So we would imagine.
Meaning there is more air resistance. Yes.
That's not even the size of the capsule compared to the size of the Earth in reality. It's even a little bit big. So in as much as there would be air resistance, but the capsule size is very minute from the size of the Earth. So definitely it won't it won't
Hey,
go
so
with the
did
drag.
you know that the Earth's atmosphere
would
rotates
not
with
go-
the Earth?
The capsule would not go with the drag. So how is it you fell 23 miles?
Did you know that the Earth's atmosphere
fell-
rotates with the Earth? Did you know that?
Yes,
Please tell me you knew that. You knew that.
but that's not what's happening in the video.
Yeah, because that's within Earth's atmosphere, moving within Earth's atmosphere, whereas the capsule was a balloon, which was in
Moving
Earth's
in the
atmosphere.
opposite-
No, not moving in the opposite direction. It was moving
it is
with
in the
Earth.
it is going up.
Listen,
The
one
air-
sec. Some,
the
some,
air
listen, some,
moves
listen,
from
some,
east to
listen,
west.
listen, one
The
sec.
capsule went from
Some, you just listen one sec.
south.
The capsule
Yes.
stayed where it was, and the dude jumped out of it. The capsule rotated with the Earth. You do know that, right?
But how if the capsule rotated with the 8, how is it he fell 23 miles?
Because
from
of wind.
Where he left it. Where he left. So
Yeah,
so you're
because
saying
wind and air currents are a
so-
thing.
So you're saying the capsule moved with the drag, but
No, I'm saying
this
as he
guy
fell, he was affected
didn't-
by wind resistance and wind and air currents, and it changed his position that he landed.
No,
That's
we're not
kind of-
talking- we're
you know, the
talking about
atmosphere
the
isn't.
drag.
The atmosphere isn't.
We're
There would have been
talking
no
about the
drag.
drag.
There would have been no drag because they was moving with the atmosphere. There would have
So you're
been no
saying-
drag.
if something falls, gravity disables the drag.
What drag? Do you mean like air resistance? Are you talking about like what
No.
causes terminal velocity? Because he didn't
So the
have
law-
he
the
didn't
law of
have a
inertia-
lateral
the law
like
of inertia
some listen
is-
right listen just listen
the
one sec.
eighth-
Some you need to listen one sec, right? In this video, right, the truck is moving through the atmosphere. That is not comparable to the capsule that Felix jumped out of, because the capsule that Felix jumped out of was moving with the Earth, not within the atmosphere. There
So
was
when
no
I go up,
there
look,
was no drag.
when rockets-
it was
when
moving
rockets-
with
when
rockets.
rockets-
Rockets aren't hot air balloons.
When rockets go to space,
rockets aren't
do
hot
they
air
go-
balloons, and some rockets
Will
aren't hot
they
air
go
balloons.
up?
Some rockets
answer
aren't
my
hot air
question.
balloons, and rockets aren't people jumping out of a hot air balloon. All right.
That's why I'm
They're-
asking.
they're
So there's no
powered.
drag if a person falls. There's only drag if the capsule falls.
There's
Or
no
anything
lateral.
which has
there,
no
there is
drag,
right.
if
There is no
anything which has
drag.
no
Right.
drag-
There is no drag
anything
laterally
which has
because
no
they're not
drag
moving
is-
through the atmosphere. They are falling down
Anything which has
into the
drag
atmosphere.
is not affected by the drag. That's what you said.
What are you on about?
So the capsule is affected by the drag, but the
What
person is not
drag? What
affected by the
drag are you on about? The capsule is not moving through the atmosphere like this truck
So-
is. The capsule is
so-
stationary above the Earth,
let me-
rotating with the Earth. Okay?
Let me bring
it's a
enlightenment.
false. It's a
to this.
false
Let's just
analogy.
read- Let's just read the text below where I ended, so that we know what drag I'm talking about. This is science. This is your science that you globe people
No,
chose.
this is just
I'm using
physics
your
which you are not understanding.
science. I'm using your science.
Yeah, you're
So
using
can I
physics
just-
and you're not understanding.
Can I just bring enlightenment with a few texts that for the
I mean,
where
you're trying, but
ended.
what you're doing, Som, is just not understanding physics.
I am no. This is demonstrated. It's demonstrated.
Yeah, but it's not an
The
analogy.
smaller the object, the smaller
It
the
is
object.
not right. Som,
the less
listen,
the drag.
listen. Som, just stop. Listen. It is not an analogy for the capsule that Felix was in, because the capsule
Why?
was not moving relative
Oh, are
to
you
the
a
ground.
Buddhist?
You keep interrupting
What's
me when I'm
happening?
talking. When I'm
What's happening
talking,
in the video?
when I'm talking,
Are you not
Som,
in agreement?
Som, when I'm talking,
Yes,
you
I'm
need to
getting-
listen and stop interrupting. Otherwise, you will never learn. Okay?
You will never learn to.
No, I'm the
never
one with
learned.
I'm the one with the physics degree. I'm the one that understands
You
this,
never.
all right?
Yeah, that's you.
So
have
so
an
listen to me.
indoctrination degree.
Listen to me. All right? That truck is moving through the atmosphere laterally. Relative to the ground, it is moving. The capsule that Felix was in is not doing that. It is stationary. It is sitting stationary above the Earth, rotating with it. This is a false analogy. It does not compare to what happened to Felix Baumgartner during his jump. All right? It is not the same, You not understanding that isn't going to change things.
So what you're saying, you people can fall off the earth. That's what you're saying now.
No.
If you are in the atmosphere, you're not affected by the drag. That's what you're saying now.
There is no drag because you are traveling with the atmosphere, not through it. There is only drag if you are going through the atmosphere. The hot air balloon and the capsule that took Felix up and then stayed at a certain altitude was not traveling through the atmosphere. It was staying still in the atmosphere.
Let me just be done with.
Do you understand that? No, wait. Do you understand? Do you understand? Wait. Do you understand? Wait. Hold on. Do you understand that the capsule was still and not moving relative to the ground? Do you understand that?
No, it was in the opposite direction.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't moving. It was
from where the earth.
It was still relative to the ground. It wasn't. It didn't have a ground speed. It had 0 ground speed. All right.
No.
You have to understand this.
Simple, basic science. Where does the earth spin to and from? Is it not from the east to the west?
Yeah, and the hot air balloon would have been.
Drag?
There was no drag because the atmosphere. Right. Listen. There was no drag because the atmosphere. Oh, fuck me, S.O.M. Shut up. If you ask a question, you have to. S.O.M.
No, I'm doing the presentation and I'm not done. So you hold your line of thought.
Well, let me just so you understand. Okay, the capsule was not moving through the atmosphere. There was no drag. The atmosphere rotates with the Earth, and the capsule was also rotating with the Earth. Do you understand those words?
Then why did he fell 23 miles?
23 miles is nothing. That was because of wind.
Just 23 miles from the spot.
Exactly. Basically the same point. Right, anyway, carry on with your presentation. Fuck me.
No, you shouldn't have not landed that far if there was drag.
There's a thing called wind.
If the earth was spinning.
There's a thing called wind. Right? Wind will be moving him as he falls. That's why he fell 23 miles away.
And no, let me tell you one thing. If you read that article very well, these astronauts don't just make movements into space. He calculated there was no wind resistance. That's the only way that you can move through with the capsule. You calculate, you compensate for wind. Isn't it? So if you read through that article, there was no much wind.
And as he fell through the atmosphere, there was enough to move him 23 miles away from where he started. 23 miles compared to the size of the Earth is absolutely nothing.
No ways.
Right, anyway, please carry on with your presentation.
Cool.
I'm waiting. Carry on with your presentation.
So, will you land on the roof of the car? That's the question. Depends on the trailer size. So we take the van to be the earth. So the earth is very big, such that the tennis ball cannot be the size of the capsule. It's very minute. So earth surface area, you know the size, that's 40,000 kilometers. And the speed of the vehicle, earth rotates. So we take the speed that the vehicle moves. So are you talking?
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay. I was getting something. So we take the speed of the vehicle to be the earth rotation. So that's also dependent on the trailer size. Let's talk about the 90 minutes it took to reach the target altitude. So what are you saying, really? So as in aerodynamics, the faster you move or your car, the stronger the drag effect you suffer from the wind. The larger you are or make yourself be, the harder it will be to endure against the drag. Doing this calculation precisely will depend on your mass. I just talked about that. Your cross-section area, this is your science. Shape.
No, it's just science. It's just physics. Stop saying it's my science. It's just physics.
Doesn't physics fall under science?
It's just physics.
Okay. Well, I did them as a whole. I don't know what if you did. You just did them separate. So
I mean, this whole analogy is false because the truck is moving through the atmosphere. The capsule is not moving through the atmosphere. There is no drag on the capsule. There is no drag on the capsule, Som. Do you understand me? There is no drag on the capsule
Don't
because it is not.
debate.
Listen to the words that I'm saying.
You are belating.
I'm not berating. I need you to listen to the words that I am saying. All right. Listen very carefully to the words that I am saying. All right. There was no drag on the capsule. The capsule had no drag because it was not moving through the atmosphere. In aerodynamics, it's the faster you move through the medium, through the atmosphere. The capsule was not moving through the atmosphere. It was staying still in the atmosphere. Okay?
So from what distance do you move out of the Earth's atmosphere?
That's irrelevant to this conversation.
No, it is. Because this guy only went about
he was still within the Earth's atmosphere.
Absolutely.
Yes, and the atmosphere rotates with the Earth, and the balloon was in the atmosphere rotating with the Earth. It wasn't moving laterally. And
you just objected your motion.
In aerodynamics, it's the faster you move through the medium. Right?
So what was
through the medium? But it wasn't moving through the medium. It was still. It was just floating there. It was floating, not moving through the atmosphere. Fuck's sake, how are you not getting this?
How fast is the speed of the capsule compared to the speed of the Earth's rotation, even though it takes 24 hours?
It was zero. The comparable speed was zero. It was moving with the Earth's rotation.
Take in fact the mass of the capsule and the mass of this
Doesn't matter. There was no drag because it wasn't moving through the atmosphere.
Everything matters in science.
There is no drag because it's not moving through the atmosphere. I want you to repeat those words to me. Repeat it back, okay?
Listen.
I want you to repeat these words back to me. The capsule had no drag because it was not moving through the atmosphere. Repeat that to me.
The capsule had the drag because
No. Listen and repeat.
He was in the Earth's atmosphere.
Listen and repeat.
Not in space.
Listen and
he
repeat.
Was not in space.
Listen and repeat.
Som,
listen and repeat. The capsule had no drag because it was not moving through the atmosphere. Please repeat that to me.
I will not take share of your indoctrination.
No, it's not indoctrination. This is physics. The drag only happens. The drag only happens when you move through the atmosphere. When you move through it. The capsule was not moving through the atmosphere, therefore there was no drag. So repeat after me. The capsule had no drag because it was not moving through the atmosphere. Please repeat those words.
At 24 miles, you're not in Earth's atmosphere. That's what you are saying.
Yes, you are in Earth's atmosphere.
Those words, because as long as this...
You are not moving through the atmosphere, you are moving with the atmosphere. You are floating in the atmosphere, not moving through it.
He would not have landed 23 miles.
Again, the 23 miles was simply because of wind movement as it went up and as he came down. That's it.
They calculate the wind for composition. They do not.
Yeah. There was still wind. There was still wind. There was still wind. Right. You need to shut up and listen, otherwise you're never going to learn.
You do not move with that much wind, which can cause
again.
23 miles.
Right, Som, stop. Just stop. Okay? That 23 miles
F16?
is... Som, will you stop? Som,
no waves.
If you keep talking when I'm talking, then you're never going to learn. All right? Please listen to the words coming out of my mouth and stop interrupting. Understand that I have a physics degree and I know what I'm talking about. Okay? It's not indoctrination. I've used this in the real world. All right? I was a Royal Navy sailor. All right? I understand physics and how to apply it, all right? So stop talking for 2 minutes and listen. No, I've just told you to stop talking. I've just asked you to stop talking and listen. Please do as I've asked. I'm asking you nicely to stop talking for 1 minute and listen. Can you please do that for me?
Cool.
Thank you. Right. 23 miles is nothing. On Earth, that is nothing at all. That distance that he fell down away from the point that he went up was simply because of wind, okay? There is no drag on the capsule because drag only happens when you move through the atmosphere. Like as I move my hand right now through the atmosphere, there's drag because of the surface area, right? But The hot air balloon.
Whoop, whoop.
What?
1 minute.
I asked you to
So,
not talk. I asked you to not
said-
talk.
you said
I asked
1
you to
minute.
not talk, and you said you would. So
Keep
don't
time.
talk until I say. Okay? Your ignorance
now-
is annoying me. Right?
Okay.
The capsule
Now you say that.
was not moving through the atmosphere. The capsule was still in the atmosphere. It wasn't going through it. There was no drag. It was still
And
rotating
it
with
fell.
the Earth. I'm still talking. It was still rotating with the Earth, with the atmosphere. There was no drag. You have a false analogy. All
What is
right?
drag? Moving with the earth is drag. Unless
No,
you give me another
moving
definition.
through the atmosphere is drag, not moving with the Earth. Through the atmosphere, and the atmosphere also moves with the Earth. How do you not
So
get
you-
this?
So earthworms don't move with the earth because they're
What?
not in the atmosphere. They're in the ground.
What are you talking about?
What's the definition of
The
Earth's
atmosphere rotates with the Earth.
No, give me a definition of the Earth's atmosphere. Then I'll learn.
The gas
definition?
above the surface
You
of
can-
the Earth.
Pull up 11th edition Oxford.
We
that's one is
don't
trustworthy.
need to do that. We know what the atmosphere is, and it
No,
rotates
wanna
with the
know
Earth.
The specifics of
No.
the
Some,
Earth's
shut up.
atmosphere
Some, it's irrelevant.
by definition.
Some, it's irrelevant. The atmosphere moves with the Earth. You don't need the definition for that. That is just a fact. Do you understand?
Okay, you got this one. I don't need just this to. I still have a lot of stuff. So you win. I give you this one, but I still have a lot. It's not the only thing that I'm clinging on for this debate.
Okay, so we can completely ignore this because I've
So-
debunked it. All right. Moving on to
No,
your next part.
To be wise, you get it. You win. It's yours for the taking. 1-0.
I
I'll
mean,
be
more
like
than
Messi
1-0.
and Ronaldo, but the Messi version. So you get the trophy.
Okay, so let's move on to your. As I've completely destroyed that point, let's move on to the next one.
Okay, so if you jump on the roof of a car, will you land exactly on the same place? Same
No, we've
answer?
moved on from that now. We're on to the next point.
Okay, page 5.
Yes. Oh, well, no, we can ignore this as well because this is all wrong. The capsule didn't fly in the opposite direction of Earth's rotation. It rotated with the Earth, so this is all completely wrong.
No, that's. Are you saying Wikipedia? Yeah. So I put this out from Wiki. So what are you saying?
The capsule did not fly in the opposite direction of Earth's rotation.
Earth moves from east to west. So was he flying from east to west, or?
It went with the Earth's... We just discussed this.
Look, where was the capsule going? Was it going up?
Yes,
Was it going
straight
east?
up.
It was going straight up. So that's
Yes.
the opposite. According to inertia, the law of inertia.
I don't
does
think
it
you know
state?
what the law of inertia is.
What happens to an object when forces in the opposite direction of motion?
It's not going in the opposite direction of motion. It's rotating with the
Indeed.
Earth and also raising altitude.
So here is a point. When there is a net force acting on an object, the forces are said to be unbalanced.
Yes.
So unbalanced forces cause an object to start moving,
Yeah, that's why it went
stop
up.
moving,
Because of buoyancy.
stop moving,
Yeah.
or change direction.
Yeah, that's why it went up.
Yeah.
Right.
So
what I
unbalanced
want
forces
to
acting-
do... right,
No,
listen,
I'm not there. I'm not
what I want
there.
to do is
You are-
move on from this nonsense with the balloon because I've already debunked that and get to your next point. What's your next point?
Okay, so natural versus artificial is a totally different one. I hope I won't bite you on this one too, but I know I've beaten you on this previous one.
You've
So,
not beaten that. Right, so
flat
before
Earth-
you get onto natural
flat
versus
Earth-
artificial, can you tell
I
me
just
what
wa-
natural means in science?
I just want to address the flat earth communities that we've got the one. So we keep growing strong. Let's
Yeah,
move to
the
next
flat
one,
earth
natural
community is
versus-
dying. Anyway, so natural versus artificial. Can you please tell me what natural means in science?
It's natural. These are things that are not man-made. In short,
No,
That's the
incorrect.
simplest.
That is not what natural means in science.
tell
Wanna
me
try-
one thing that is natural that man has made, not
Everything.
improved.
Everything that man
Give
has
me an
made is
example.
natural.
Like what? Give me an
Everything.
example.
Absolutely
Just one
everything that humans have made is classed as natural.
No, give me an example. You can just say everything.
No, I mean it. Literally everything.
Good
Every single thing that man has made is natural.
artificial intelligence is not a natural thing.
Yeah, it is. No, it's absolutely natural because it exists within the world.
Man has only been God when it comes to Microsoft, Windows.
Okay, right. I'm going to read you something, and you need to understand this. Okay. What does natural really mean? In everyday language, the word natural is often used to describe goods that are wholesome or not made by humans. But in the language of science, natural has a much broader meaning. Within science, the term natural refers to any element of the physical universe, whether made by humans or not. This includes matter, the forces that act on matter, energy. I am still talking. Energy. I'm still talking. Energy, the constituents of the biological world, humans, human society, and the products of that society. So, when we are talking about the word natural in science, this is what we are talking about, okay? Exactly this and nothing else. All right?
You just brought religion in the discussion. In my preamble,
nothing to do with religion. I did not bring religion at all. I said nothing about religion. Don't be so fucking stupid.
Whether made by humans or not, you're bringing religion in this.
I didn't bring any religion into this. Please point out where I brought religion into it, you fucking moron.
Any elements of physical universe, whether made by humans or not.
Yeah. That's nothing to do with religion. Other things make things apart from humans.
So you're saying man made man?
No.
Right. So what is man made that is natural?
Everything. Because the term natural refers to any elements of the physical universe. Anything. Anything at all in the physical universe is natural.
What's the source for this trash?
This is from Berkeley. This is actually an educational source from the university. This is what the term natural means in science. Right? And I'm going to read it again. No, actually, I'd like you to read it so that you understand. That bit that I've highlighted, can you read that out for me?
The term natural refers to any element of the physical universe, whether made by humans or not, or not, or not. Or not sounds like God, okay? This includes matter, the forces that... has man made matter? What type of matter is man made?
Just, start again.
The forces
just start again and read it without any interruptions. Just read it straight up.
The term natural refers to any elements of the physical universe, whether made by humans or not. This includes matter, the forces that act on matter, energy, man-made plasma, okay? The constituents of the biological world, man-made man, humans, human society, and the products of that society.
Yeah, so basically anything in the universe that is physical, made of matter, is natural. It doesn't matter if it's made by man or not. It can be made by nature, it can be made by a dung beetle, it can be made by humans. It does not matter. Natural in science refers to anything that is not supernatural. God is supernatural, so that's not natural in science. Ghosts are supernatural, so that's not natural in science. But anything, electromagnetic waves, the technology that humans make, human brains, human consciousness, this is all natural things according to science.
Your point is usage of English, but you're not...
No, it's the usage of the words in science.
That's just usage of... Any subject has got a language. So now you come
and you have to use the correct language for the appropriate thing, don't you? So... as long as we understand that when we are talking about S.O.M, right? As long as we understand that, as long as you and I understand during this conversation that when we use the word natural in science, this is what we're talking about. Nothing else, this. And that means it can be made by man and still natural. Okay?
They should have used another way because now that's a conflict.
Well, if you want to disagree with the actual definition of natural in science, that's your problem.
You could have been among the minds who put these words together. These things are man-made. The word natural is man-made. So for me,
all words are man-made.
My personal, Darwin brought his stuff. Isaac Newton, you're gonna bring your stuff, I guess, if you're that effective. So what I'm saying, according to my own opinion, every person is entitled to an opinion. That's by law. I'm saying they didn't. This word refers to something else, and they just intertwined it.
No. In science,
that's
that's
confusion.
enough with the bullshit. In science, that's what natural
confusion.
means. End of story. All right.
If
So
I say people and you call a dog people, that's a conflict of the word.
no. In science, that's what
That's
natural
what-
means. I don't care about your babbling bullshit. That's what natural means in science.
So science is boastful. It doesn't agree
No,
with English.
science
it
doesn't
agree-
care about your feelings. Science doesn't
You don't-
care about your opinion.
If you don't care about people's feelings, then that's bad science.
No, science has nothing to do with people's feelings.
Your science
There
is
is
bad,
nothing
it's
in
ugly.
science that has
It's
anything
different.
to do with people's
It's
feelings.
different. Craig just declared the science is bad, evil science.
No, I just
Good.
declared that
We can
science
move
doesn't
on.
give two shits about your feelings.
Science cares. Science has cared a lot. It has cared in COVID,
Science
it has
doesn't
cared.
care about
I don't know what
anything.
science. I don't know what science that you
Fuck
bring
me,
into the
you are
table.
dumb.
I think you're talking about atomic, nuclear.
No, I'm just talking about
weapons,
science. Science
type
doesn't
of-
give a fuck about your feelings at all, ever.
What's this guy? This German tyrant? What was he called? Yeah, you know this guy. You know this hell guy. That's the type of critique. The
anyway.
science that doesn't care.
So anyway,
That's
I'm
your science.
still waiting. Right, you promised me that you would be coming with evidence for the Earth being flat. So far, all
Yeah,
you've
let
done
me
is
continue.
misunderstand basic physics and not know what the word natural means in science. Can we get to the
Because
point
if
where
I
you're going to give me
understand-
some evidence?
I tried to use the basicity of English. So we're still going.
Yeah,
Can I
okay,
continue?
we've moved on from that. Natural, we know what
Emission.
natural means in science, all right? I would like to get
I
to the
did-
point of your presentation, Som, where you present evidence of the Earth being flat.
No, I didn't even touch that part. I only said natural, and you put up the definition of
Yeah,
natural.
yeah, because I wanted to make sure that you knew what natural meant in science.
And I gave you the I know this is your show. I gave you the time to do that. Can I get the time? Because you just started this. Natural.
Yeah,
You
so
started
I'm
it, so how
just
can you-
waiting for you to get to the right. We've been going for like, oh god, over an hour,
get-
and so far you've not presented any
because
evidence of the Earth being
you
flat.
keep blocking me. You keep blocking me. I don't know if
Right,
that's your
okay.
style.
Can we get on with your presentation then?
Cool. And I'll be hefty as I can. So natural versus artificial. So using science, the motion I stand against the globe, you stand against the flat earth. So I'm using your knowledge to disprove of your globe earth phenomenon. So important theories regarding the origin of life based on science. So life began at deep sea. Now, I just want to debunk that the earth is round. So, and it rotates and all those things. So 4 important theories regarding the origin of life. So life began at deep sea vents. So life may have begun at submarine hydrothermal vents.
What has this
Viewing.
got to
So
do
let's
with the
just
shape
look-
of the Earth?
Let's just look. No, I'm getting there. Okay. So if it says life began at deep sea vents, and we know that the flat Earth model is covered by a firmament and it's in water, I think your science supports that the Earth is flat.
Not in the slightest, no.
Because submarine hydrothermal vents, hydrogen-rich molecules, the oceans, ice in the water. That's what science is saying. So I think all it's trying to say is life began in the sea. That's what science says. And the flat Earth model is submerged in water,
Yes, but the water
not in space.
around the outside is not the
Science
sea.
has 4
Fuck
important
me.
theories.
Are you trying to
No.
compare the apparent waters
These
above
are
with the sea?
theories. You got to respect your theory. You got to respect theories.
No, these aren't even
Before making
theories. These are
theories-
fucking fantasies.
No, these are scientific. They're common theories. They're scientific theories. And all they're saying.
Yeah, but
is
nothing
the
supports
ocean
the Earth being flat. This is
in the
supposed to be evidence
water,
for the Earth being flat.
ice.
So get to the evidence of the Earth being flat.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting. What are submarine hydrothermal vents?
Something that's impossible on the flat Earth. There is absolutely no
Yeah, yeah.
reason for
Number three.
geothermal activity.
What does number three
There's
say?
absolutely no reason for geothermal activity on a flat Earth.
metabolism. How does metabolism happen in space in a vacuum?
Metabolism is a bodily
In
function.
a vacuum.
What are you
How?
on about?
So Darwin is famously conceived of a warm little pond where life might have faced a reason. Did life begin in the sun? This is a warm little pond. What are the elements found in a pond? They cannot be found in a vacuum in space. So we are saying, all I'm trying to say is your theories, the scientific theories, do not support globe Earth.
They all support globe Earth. Like every
Zero.
single bit.
Zero.
No. Nothing you've said here disproves the globe. Literally, nothing.
So all these theories link to water, and the surface of the Earth is mainly comprised with water, 70%. So life, doesn't biology say life began in the sea or at sea?
And?
So if mainly the surface of the Earth is comprised with water, and the flat Earth model sits in water, there's water flowing above the firmament, there's water underneath.
Yeah, but that's not the water that's apparently in the seas. They're not the same thing. This is magical god water outside of the firmament. This is all fucking nonsense, Som. Get to the evidence of the flat Earth, please.
So where do we get the oxygen if that water it doesn't support life?
It does. Who says it doesn't support life? Most of the oxygen comes from plankton.
You say that water is what?
What?
So let me wrap this up. Of the two major Earth theories, heliocentric and flat Earth, only flat Earth favors water, because the model itself is deepened in water, whilst globe Earth is free space with
what you just said
surface of the Earth. Look,
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
We are moving.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
Are talking about
everyone in this room is now
about
dumber for having listened to it.
The oceans, they're talking about everything. They're just talking about the flat Earth model here. Look at that. Beautiful. You can scroll down on page 7.
Yeah, sorry, one sec. I just want to respond to someone in the chat. One sec, Som. John C. Oddity says, sound like a scumbag, FTFE. You are finished and very, very stupid. I would never talk to you, stupid cunt. Lovely for you to pop into my chat and say that, John. I don't know why you would say I'm finished. I haven't seen your mum yet today. But I know you wouldn't talk to me because you're a coward. So there is that. Everyone please have fun timing out John C. Oddity. Sorry, carry on, Som.
Scroll to page 7. I just want them to look at this beautiful world that we live in. Ooh la la.
Oh, so that cartoon. Have you got anything other than the cartoon?
Water, like the theories, like the fathers of science.
Right. So is this your evidence of the flat Earth, this cartoon?
Vents. This is just like a fraction. We still have, there's a lot of evidence.
I just want to clarify that this is your evidence for the flat Earth, this cartoon, right?
This is like number 56 of 7 trillion evidence in
so
the evidence.
So you are confirming that this cartoon is part of your evidence for the flat Earth?
Like we're gonna make a comparative of a Guinness World Record, but the flat Earth empirical evidence list.
Right, I just want you to tell me, right, Som, is this picture on screen right now what you are classing as empirical evidence?
No, Daddy, this is a CGI depiction, just like your CGI depictions.
I have lots of non-CGI depictions.
Nobody has been out of the dome. Nobody has been.
There is no dome. Here's a non-CGI picture taken in 1967. So you know,
but it's so round, and I'll tell you as we go through my presentation. I'll tell you why it cannot look this fine in this round.
This is exactly how it looks from space. I've got a couple of other pictures as well. So I've got actual pictures, right? Whereas all you have is a cartoon. Hold on,
mountains. We've got
dude, I'm talking, right? I just want to clarify that you've got a cartoon and I have actual pictures. Is that right? Out of the two of us, I am the only one with real pictures. Is that right?
Why is it on the north and the southern part of the the Africa and this, what's this, Arctic? Why is it there? Everywhere is there.
Why is it there? Because that's where it's supposed to be.
On the South Pole. Shouldn't it be night at the South Pole if this is real?
Why would it be night at the South Pole? I don't think you understand how day and night works. Look at this image. You can see where night is.
No way.
You can see night is the other side. You can see the Terminator line is just on the right where it's a little bit fuzzier.
I just gave you the reason why this is false.
No, you didn't. You spouted some fucking nonsense.
All this back, Madagascar, North.
Yeah. And what do you think it is on the other side? Night. Spheres have more than one. Oh my god. You think this is the entire Earth?
South Pole.
What about the South Pole?
It's day.
And? Why wouldn't it be day?
Central Africa, North Africa is day too.
And?
It shouldn't be day.
Why? They're on the same longitude.
When was this taken?
1969. Or 1972,
no,
actually.
I mean the month. I mean the month.
July, I believe?
Yeah, the sun is overhead.
Yeah, cool. So why would Africa and Antarctica not have sun at the same time?
North part of Africa cannot be day as southern part of Africa if this were taken when the sun was equinox.
Why?
Like,
why?
You know why?
No, you're just saying it couldn't be possible without telling me why. It is possible because that's what happened, and here's the photo proving it. And one sec, I need to respond to a flat earther in the chat again. Who was that? So Lumpy Gas in a Vacuum 2 says, a Glober complains about cartoons. Ha ha ha, just stop. Yeah, I am complaining about cartoons because the only thing Flat Earth has is cartoons. There is no pictures of the Flat Earth, where I have actual pictures of the Globe Earth, not cartoons. So no, this wasn't July. This was December.
That's not the
this
real.
Was taken. December. This picture was taken.
It might look. Ours is low budget. Your pictures are maybe high budget. They're
mine are real pictures. Yours are cartoons. Look at the cartoon.
Did you see the camera they used in Moon, like no Armstrong?
Yeah.
Before we even had.
So anyway, are we going to get to the part where you present evidence of the Earth being flat?
It looked 6K. So I guess your cartoonists are a bit, there was a lot of money invested in it, and the CGI was more perfect than ours.
There was no CGI, and this picture was taken with a Hasselblad physical camera and then developed in a dark room from a film. An
Where was this person taking the?
He was
Was it
on.
the person
He was
or
on
was
Apollo
it,
17, going to the moon, dumbass. Anyway, let's get back to your presentation, because so far we are 1 hour and 15 minutes in, and you presented no evidence.
Okay, let's move on. We're on page 8 now.
Oh God, we're talking about sugar for some reason.
Yeah, so is artificial sugar real? You give me the answer.
Is it real sugar? No. Is it real? Yes.
Yeah. Is it naturally real? No,
according to science, it is natural, yes.
It's processed.
Yeah, and that doesn't stop it being natural in science.
So is the earth round? No. You know, tooth decay, diabetes, they all came when processed sugar was
tooth
developed.
decay is also natural.
So you can say they never had tooth decay way back like we do now.
Are you sure? Are you sure they didn't have tooth decay back in the day before dentists? Are you really fucking sure about that?
They did, but it's not that severe as in today.
Wait. Are you telling me that people's teeth back in the 1700s were better than they are now?
Yes. I'm telling you that.
Where is your brain?
You can go back in time and you can check.
Dental hygiene was one of the leading causes of death during the 16, 17, 1800s. Did you know that?
That's false. That's false.
No, it's a fact. Because we didn't have dentists and dental hygiene and the ability to clean our teeth and stuff the way we do now. Dental hygiene now is better than it has ever been throughout history.
Is artificial sugar the leading cause of tooth decay today? Yes or no? Then what's the leading cause?
Sugar.
Yeah, true.
Not artificial sugar, actual sugar.
Processed.
No, just real sugar. That's the leading cause of tooth decay.
Natives who
But anyway, what does this have to do
foods.
with the shape of the Earth, please?
So, is the Earth round? Yes. For the first time, the flat earthers just agreed that the Earth is round. Yes. Is it naturally round? Nay.
That doesn't make any fucking sense because, again, natural in science is anything of physical matter or humans or human society. So this is all just nonsense. Please, can you get to the evidence of the Earth being flat?
That's why I had to type that into the PDF and send it to you and hacked you in some way just to bring that up, the natural back up. Now, how is it possible? You tell me.
How is what possible?
I just put in the natural back and it irritates you to say natural it refers to anything.
Do we need to read it again, Som? Do we?
Yeah, so is it naturally
right,
round?
The term
No,
natural refers to any element of the physical universe, whether made by humans or not. This includes matter, the forces that act on matter, energy, the constituents of the biological world, humans, human society, and the products of that society. Anything in the physical universe is natural. Some, anything in the physical universe in science is classed as natural, okay?
It's human inspired, it's curiosity, just like they are globe earth believers, morons.
No, flat earthers are fucking morons.
Were they naturally born? No, indoctrination helped them become more. Okay, so
enough. Flat earthers are definitely morons.
I was once a
flat
moron too, but just
and
to
I
walk
don't
out
understand science.
Out and observing from himself how nature looks and behaves.
Should we ask a flat earther what he thinks?
I'm a dumb flat earther, and I don't understand science.
That is Sleeping Warrior, famous flat earther.
No, he's smart. He does not understand indoctrination.
No, he doesn't understand science, physics, maths, triangle.
Gravity of it. By definition, oh no, it's a magnet.
Right, so are we at the point where you're going to present evidence of the Earth being flat yet?
Page 9. Let's move to page 9. Yeah, we're on page 9. So
now you've moved on to magnets?
Let's look. Yeah, and I have some magnets with me here.
Okay, so one quick question for you.
So I'm going to do...
wait, I've got a quick question for you about magnets.
Demonstration.
Right, Sam, I've got a quick question for you about magnets, right?
Shoot.
Do magnets give an attractive and a repulsive force?
Come again?
Do magnets give an attractive and a repulsive force?
True.
Does gravity, right, true, it does. Now, next question is, does gravity give you a attractive and repulsive force?
There's the north, there's the N and the S on the magnet, right?
No, does gravity give you an attractive and a repulsive force? Yes or no?
Yeah.
No. Gravity only gives an attractive force. An attractive force proportional to the sum of two or more masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Never a repulsive force. Gravity does not give repulsive forces.
So if it does not give repulsive forces, then what sends these meteorites and all these things from hitting the Earth?
Orbits.
No ways. So it does duck. The Earth does duck.
No.
Duck the meteor.
Basically, this is you not knowing what an orbit is.
It has a repulsive force.
Earth does not have a repulsive force. There is no repulsive force in gravity.
So
the reason why things don't hit the Earth is because they are falling towards the Earth, but have a tangential velocity fast enough that they miss it and keep going round. And because there's no friction in space, there's nothing to stop that happening. There is no repulsive force in gravity. Magnets have a repulsive force. Therefore, I've debunked this page before you started.
No ways. You're not giving people the opportunity to see my empirical evidence. You're blocking me.
There is no empirical evidence. So, all right, come on, give us your magic.
What I'm saying, the magnet operates the same way gravity does. By definition, there, 11th edition of Oxford. That's what it says. When we scroll down here, says the amount of attraction on a large object, let's say an aeroplane, is equal to the pull or attraction force exerted on a small natural living bed. Okay, so if gravity were true, then how come birds which defy gravity by wings don't defy it without wings? If a bird has got wings, it can defy gravity. If it doesn't have wings, it doesn't learn how to fly, it falls down.
Yeah, because you need something to go against the force that gravity creates, don't you?
Yeah,
if you
so
have something that goes against the force of gravity, like wings, then you're able to overcome it, aren't you?
How difficult would it be for a smaller object there resisting gravitational pull the same way a larger object does? Is it the same? Is it equal?
The gravity. All right, I'm going to answer your question, but you're not going to know what the answer means because you're too dumb. The answer is Fg equals G m1 m2 over r squared.
No, I mean, don't confuse me with that program.
No, that's not confusing. That is the answer to your question. And I'm going to say it wordly again because you didn't get it last time. Gravity creates a force that is proportional to the sum of two or more masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay?
Yeah. So what if I told you the Earth has no gravity?
Well, it does. I've measured it.
A magnet has got an N and an S. What if I told you the S is the sun and the N is the moon?
Then I'd call you a fucking idiot because it's north and south.
These two, the Earth is the object, which is between the repulsive force of this other magnet and unlike pause.
But there is no repulsive force in gravity.
Attract. No, I'm telling you. The Earth has no gravity. The moon has gravity.
Oh, it does. I've measured Earth's gravity. I've literally measured Earth's gravity. So.
How?
With a Cavendish experiment.
Without using formulas. How? Have you done that?
Well, I used the Cavendish experiment, or my version of it, as did every single person who's ever taken a physics degree.
Oh yeah, okay. I wish I had the opportunity to see how this experience.
Okay, let me play you a quick video. Give me one sec. Where is it?
Oh,
right. I just want you to watch this video and just listen for a second, all right, without interrupting, okay?
You can't see much of Schiehallion today, but this plaque explains how those original calculations were done. This bit deals with weighing the mountain. It was first surveyed by Reuben Burrow, and then the mathematician Charles Hutton theoretically chopped the mountain into what's become known as contour lines. It's the first time they were used. From this, they could work out the weight of Schiehallion. But it was a big step to go from that to working out the weight of the world. Nevertheless, Maskelyne had a go. This is what he did. He dangled a long plumb line on a platform 2/3 of the way up the mountain. He knew two gravitational forces would act upon it. The main gravity would obviously be coming from the mass of the Earth, pulling it down. But the mass of the mountain itself would pull the plumb line towards it, slightly off vertical. We've exaggerated it here. That gravitational effect is what he measured. From the angle the plumb line was deflected, Maskelyne could calculate the mass of the Earth relative to the mountain. He knew what the mountain weighed, so he could work out the weight of the Earth.
What?
So, yeah, measuring gravity isn't a hard thing to do. And interestingly, interestingly, hold on. I'm still talking. Interestingly, S.O.M, I'm talking. Don't be so rude,
I can't
okay?
believe the trash.
S.O.M, I'm talking. S.O.M, don't be so rude. Okay? You're a very rude individual. You know that. All right.
Curiosity.
No, you're very rude, S.O.M. So, interestingly enough, I am doing a documentary on gravity where I'm going to be taking a group of students, well, my wife will for this one, back to Schiehallion. I'm talking. I'm talking when you like interrupt me. All right, you want to stop doing that?
In that degree.
You want to stop doing that?
To use your degree.
Do you want to stop interrupting me, or are you just going to be an arrogant asshole?
I'm just doing voiceovers. You can continue.
Yeah, you're being an arrogant asshole. Stop it.
You don't have to stop.
Okay, S.O.M, shut the fuck up until I say so. All right? So, my wife's going to be taking a group of students from Edinburgh University back to Schiehallion to redo this experiment. Well, I have a group of students from Edinburgh University building a Cavendish experiment inside a Faraday cage inside a vacuum chamber. All right. So we're going to be measuring gravity again. Measuring gravity is not a hard thing to do. Gravity is an attractive force only. There is no repulsive force in gravity. Okay? I've finished. You can now talk.
I think you gotta find a way to use your degree. You spend time, time spent.
I'm making a documentary about gravity.
Your time spent on it is an investment, and at the end of the day, you can't just sit around. So
no, I'm not. I'm making a documentary on gravity. I'm not just sitting around.
Yeah, you gotta use your PhD or your degree.
I have a bachelor's, not a PhD.
Find a way. Yeah. So what we're saying,
and I'm using that. I'm using my knowledge from that degree to create a documentary on gravity.
If they say the world is flat, then people will have nothing to do. About 2/3 of the world will have nothing to do because the indoctrination is what keeps the world moving. So can I continue?
So we're done with the gravity stuff because you didn't understand the magnet. So what's the next bit? We've got this example C video. Weird shape rolls uphill instead of down.
Sorry.
I'm looking at your evidence. You've got weird shape rolls uphill instead of down.
Yeah, let's do that one.
Did you send me that video? Did you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And if this is what I think it is, it's going to be fucking hilarious. Oh, it is. Yeah. Oh my god. You fucking falling for a parlor trick. This is incredible.
I would like you to explain. Maybe you can explain it. The guy didn't. The video is 6 minutes and he didn't.
Hey everybody, today I'm going to be showing you some things that fall up instead of down. So I have a ramp set up here. You can see that this end is definitely higher than this end to prove that the table's not slanted.
There's no audio. There's audio
what in the world?
When I play.
Yeah.
So watch both.
It's simple, all right? The middle of this weighs a lot, okay? And that's got a gravitational force acting down on it. And that gravitational force acting down on it overcomes the friction of the slight uphill that the outer bits have to go on because they have a smaller circumference. It's a classic physics trick.
So you're saying if I eat and I'm satisfied and the other person eats and they're not satisfied, the one satisfied can jump very high than the person who is less satisfied.
I'm sorry, did you just change change a page without me asking? Because what you said makes no sense compared to the video we just watched.
Wait, you said the thing has got more weight on the middle.
Yeah, it's bigger at the you look at the middle, right? Look at the middle
at the same time now,
right? You see how the middle has a much bigger circumference than the bits that are touching the outside of it, right?
Why don't ostriches fly then?
Shut the fuck up and answer my question. Do you see how the middle of this has a much larger circumference than the outside? Yes?
Like an ostrich, yes.
Shut the fuck up and answer the question. Do you see?
Yes.
Right, yes.
Like an ostrich.
Brilliant. No, nothing like an ostrich. Don't be fucking dumb. Right? And that means there's more mass in the middle, right? It's got more gravity. The center of gravity is being pulled down more there, right? And it's got a larger circumference, right? The outside of it has less mass and a smaller circumference. So the fact that the gravity is pulling down on the middle with the large circumference making it rotate causes the outside to move up against the friction but using the force of gravity pulling it down. It's not my fault you don't understand physics. Stop making it other people's problems because you're too dumb to understand things.
Doves have got less mass, they should not fly, but ostriches have got more mass.
No, nothing you're saying makes sense. Nothing you're saying there makes sense. Stop being so dumb.
That's exactly what's happening in the video. So we can move on anyways. You lose and deny again. Disagreeing to agree.
No, I'm not agreeing with anything you've said. Everything you said is batshit crazy. All right, next bit.
Let's do a rotation one.
Oh, you're not going to understand rotation, are you?
This is good. This is good. Let's do the rotation.
You're not going to understand it, are you?
Sorry, what?
You're not going to understand it, are you?
Try me. This time.
Come on, right, talk us through rotation.
I'm a very understanding person, by the way.
That's not true in the slightest.
So if I differ, is not that the limit. So you have a degree. You did state you have a degree.
I have two degrees.
A degree in something else. So you assume
you've never been to college.
Good to me. When you explain.
Anyway, can we just get on with your evidence of the Earth being flat, please?
Okay, so rotation. The Earth-spin axis is tilted with respect to its orbital plane.
Correct.
This is what causes the seasons. So the Earth rotates more than it spins in general view. What? Rotating and spinning and those two the same?
That was dumb.
No,
Carry on.
They're not. So click on video. Let's see the simulation of a ball on a rotating table.
1 second, I need to get that.
Yeah. Simulation of a ball on a rotating table. This
Guys, how is he going to misunderstand this? I can't wait. Okay, it's playing, and you want to tell us what we're looking at? S.O.M? No, he appears to have gone. Fuck me, this has been painful so far. Yeah, S.O.M has left the building. Well, what did you guys think of all the evidence of the Earth being flat? I think I might have missed it, if I'm honest. Are you back, S.O.M?
Sorry, my firewall. Got a strong firewall. They tried to hack through, but...
Of course,
yeah.
That you don't know what a firewall is.
So, let's see that. Yeah, that video.
Yeah, okay, so here is simulation of a rotating ball on a table.
So pause it. So let's take.
You stop getting your Wi-Fi from McDonald's, dude. Nope, you gone again? Flerfs and tech, guys. Flerfs and tech. What can I say? It's been entertaining. No evidence of flat Earth whatsoever. Currently 672 votes. Make sure you voted. Toddbert for $2 says the circular iris in our eye natural or geometric. That's right, he doesn't know what the word natural means. So Glenn Riley, been a member for 8 months, says, what the hell is this Flerf on about? I wish I fucking knew. Cretin Bull for $5 Canadian says this is going to be the first time a Flerf has ever presented evidence, so it'd be worth the wait. Don't let us down, S.O.M. LBS UA for $5 Canadian says, not enlightened yet. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm waiting to be enlightened myself. Takos Yanis, who's been a member for 5 months, says artist impression on shapes prove flat Earth. Right. Yet Flerfs complain when NASA does an artist rendering of planets. Flerfs complain about everything. Todd Burt for $2 Australian says video was inorganic, organic, not geometric. I know. Glenn Riley for £2 says, what the feck was that? I wish I fucking knew. S.O.M, you there? Nope, S.O.M keeps disappearing. Mr. Toffee's been a member for 10 months, says, what the fuck is this Muppet on about? I don't know, we should ask Kermit. Del1 for $5 says, fire, the element by which this dumpster burns requires oxygen, and yet there's none to be found in this Flerf's brain. Itch Retrigger, been a member, who's actually a new member, thank you very much. And Dale1, member for 7 months, says, does this guy have a chance at top left this year? Maybe. Maybe. Gregorio... Wait, did he just join again? No. Gregorio Gagnov. I'm sorry if I just ruined your name. For 500 Japanese yen, thank you very much. S.O.M keeps using the word presentation. I do not think this word means what he think it means. No, it definitely does not. Mr. QTube, first name Fa, for $2 says, the Christian is saying you're indoctrinated. I know, fucking hilarious, right? Graham Price, member for 29 months, says, what have I just walked in on? Dumpster. Traveller X, member for 33 months, says, another flirt that can't deal with two things happening at once. Nicholas Green, for £2, says, if human made is not natural, what is my poo? Why did you ask? DL1 for $5. I hate when people say 1972 Blue Marble is CG. CGI didn't exist in 1972. It would be a matte painting. Yeah. Richard Cameron for $20. Thank you very much, bud. Says, I worry that magical thinking of belief will cause another dark age. Just thank you for fighting for reason. You are a hero. I'm not a hero. I just hate stupidity and will fight for reason. Thanks for being such a good supporter. I love it. Indie Tiger's Sci-Fi Review for $5 says, number 8, sugar debunks number 1, organic shapes, because sugar is a crystalline shape that would be inorganic. Quantal Silver, for a member for 20 months, says, is it just me, or are flat earth flunts getting dumber? If they stopped letting memes do their thinking, they could learn something. S.O.M is an idiot. Yes, yes he is. Jeffrey Hollenbeck, $6.66, your message is truly moronical and is filled with only gross ignorance and misunderstandings of reality. That's kind of what I've been trying to say to him. Todd Burt, $5, wing speed of a geometric or organic ostrich. African or European. Eon Dust, been a member for 14 months, says, I have some advice for you, S.O.M. A stitch in time that spoils the broth is worth 2 in the bush. This advice will change your life. Makes more sense than anything he said. Caucasian Sensation, for $5, this guy is a po, plain and simple. His only goal is to call bullshit and everything Craig and normal people know as common knowledge. Dumbass. No, I disagree. I think he's actually fucking dumb. Rachbot, member for 34 months, says, thank you, Craig, for putting up with so much derp. No, thank you for supporting me. It means the fucking world. Xantaxia, £5, no message, thank you. Mr. E-Man, $9.80 Australian with no message, thank you very much. Alaskan John Bond for $5 says, quoting late great George Carlin, everything is natural. It's not just trees and flowers and birds, it's everything. Dog poop is natural. It's not just good food. Frogger Pear Shibakashi, $2. I think you skipped my members chat, FTFE. I'm sorry if I did. I'm showing all of the chats that are here. I think, I do apologise. I think some of the super chats haven't shown up. If I didn't get a chance to read out your super chat and you want it refunded, then feel free to ask for a refund. I won't be offended. But some of them aren't showing up and I don't know why. I don't know if S.O.M's coming back. Maybe we can carry it on another day. But I guess that's going to be it for tonight then. As S.O.M has ran away or his internet has crashed. He's not responding to messages anymore. Eon Dust for $5 says, humans are technically man-made. I'll explain. When the mummy and the daddy love each other very much, they hug each other in a special way. A while ago, my wife and I gave our son the talk. His face when we told him about what the willy has to do and where it has to go. Oh, I'm never doing that! Fucking hilarious. Oh, he's a teenage boy though, so I'm sure that's to come. Maybe we'll get Dumbass S.O.M back to finish his presentation. But I think that's all I can take for tonight. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It means the absolute world to me. Glenn Riley, £2. How do you put up with so much stupid? A lot of cannabis is the answer. Either tomorrow or Monday, I'm going to have the next episode of Flerfs for Idiots out. It is deep in editing right now. It's the most VFX heavy episode of anything I've ever done. Excuse me. So it's taken a while to get right, and then the computer's going to cry when I try to render it. But that should be out in the next couple of days. Excuse me. And I'll try to get S.O.M back to finish. Hello to Timothy P. Southwick in the chat, who's a friend of mine apparently. Calls me a lying, cowering coward. Every single last one of your lying, cowering cowards. Timothy, if you want to come and talk to me live, then please send an email to fighttheflatearth@gmail.com. Daniel McCod said, FTFE is my hero. My blood pressure wouldn't let me do this. But that's going to be it for tonight, guys. I really do appreciate everything. The super chats, you know, mind-blowing. Thank you. I can't ever say thank you enough. Timothy P. Southwick again says, you and your all others as and with and everything. FTFE 2019 at Red's Rhetoric and others are lying, cowering cowards. All of y'all. Turn unto our Heavenly Father, repent, change y'all's ways and doings, seek Jesus. Well, those were all definitely words. That's for sure. Fogger Perish Pakashi, $2. Doesn't your computer cry when rendering your hair? Hey, I love my hair. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the double dose of stupid from tonight. See you very soon. Remember, stupidity is not right. Fight the flat earth. Fight the flat. 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 Love you all. Execution 8 $2 says just say numpty. Numpty. Numpty numpty numpty. Fight the flat. 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 Good night. Love you all.